Hello, and welcome to this introductory video on the Krush 200 word per minute computer keyboard. My name is Joseph Krush, and I live in a suburb of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. My PayPal email address is k200k@shaw.ca. This video is brought to you by the owners of www.fundageek.com. If you go into this website, you will find my bio and a full description of this project. This video consists of only a brief summary, about 10 minutes. I started playing piano and typing at the age of 6, and I've been doing a lot of both ever since. I'm retired now, but in my latest book on music theory, I used mathematical set theory a lot, and it occurred to me that if I used set theory in a similar way, then I could come up with a preliminary model of a computer keyboard, which would be far superior to the old QWERTY layout. By the way, the QWERTY keyboard layout was designed in 1875, so 138 years ago, and it was for typewriters that used type bars. However, even though there's no such thing as a computer with type bars, almost all of us are still using QWERTY to this day. It is definitely time for a true 21st century computer keyboard, and that is exactly what I have for you. Stage 1 of this project was to draft up a preliminary model of a modernized computer keyboard layout, which is to be optimized for both comfort and speed. When the final version comes out, I expect that most users who are of high school age or older will be able to type at least 100 words per minute, or at least to double their present speed. I expect that the world's fastest typists will be able to achieve speeds of 200 words per minute or higher. My keyboard contains 4 new features. You can see right away that I use a lot of color, and that is because children love colors. Lowercase letters are shown in black, and uppercase or shift positions are shown in green. The first new feature is that there are 3 rows with 12 keys in each row. This 12x3 layout is already a tremendous improvement over QWERTY and Dvorak, because 80% of all typing can now be done in the home row, which contains the 12 most commonly used letters. Furthermore, 99.8% of typing can now be done in the home row and the row above, which together contain 24 letters. The second new feature is the double shift key, something that I thought of about 25 years ago. It is shown in red, and it is to be operated by the thumbs. Incidentally, we don't need the spacebar to be 4 or 5 or 6 inches long, so I retained only the right quarter of it and put the backspace key where the left quarter of it was, and it is to be operated by the left thumb. The double shift key works exactly the same way as does the shift key. The new red characters in the home row and the row above are all those that are found in the top row of the QWERTY keyboard. This is why the top row of that QWERTY keyboard is gone. We no longer need it. The third new feature is the word key, shown in blue, and it also works like the shift key. It is like a cut and paste key without the cut and. It enables the user to type common words with one stroke. If you notice, there are no red or blue characters in the bottom row. That is because both these keys will be programmable, so that individual users can adapt them to suit their own needs. The fourth new feature that I am introducing will be primarily for the benefit of the blind. Most blind people, even if they are not musical, have excellent hearing. Here, with 12 keys in each of 3 rows, I can program exactly 3 octaves of notes, which will sound when the keys are used. So what you have here is a 3-octave piano. The lowest octave is on the bottom, the middle octave is in the home row, and the upper octave is above it. If you notice, I have used different colors for each typing finger. So the left pinky will play all the C's and C sharps, the left ring finger will play all the D's, the left middle finger will play all the D sharps, and so on. So by hearing the note that sounds when you strike a key, you know which key it is. And that's it. All of the above was stage 1, and it has now been completed. Stage 2 is to find the best answer to the all-important question, which is, which letters will be assigned to which finger? I determined the positions of the letters by using mathematical set theory and without the aid of any computer program. However, my preliminary model has to be perfected and fully optimized for comfort and speed. In fact, stage 2 of this project has already begun. It is my great fortune that my most eminent cousin is head of 2 institutes of computing science at a huge university of technology in Europe. He has found 2 more computer geniuses who specialize in this sort of work, and it is thanks to him that the 3 of them are taking over from where I left off. They propose to use advanced, sophisticated computer techniques to perfect my preliminary model. At this point, I should emphasize the primary goal of my project. It is twofold. The obvious goal is to increase everybody's typing speed, hopefully to double it in most cases. But equally important is to optimize the keyboard layout for comfort. This will mean no more overuse of the ring fingers, no more awkward successions of letters, no more frequent same finger repeats, but most importantly, relief for typists with carpal tunnel syndrome or arthritis in their hands and fingers. In other words, no more QWERTY pain. It is possible that Stage 2 will be completed by January 2014. Stage 3 is the building of the prototype. Here again my luck is phenomenal because it is anticipated that the European computer geniuses will complete this stage as well. Stage 4 will be to build the first 50 to 100 keyboards for user testing and feedback, and then to perform this testing and possibly make further improvements. While others are working on stages 2 and 3, I will be consulting with computer users who suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome and or arthritis in the hands or fingers, and members of the CNIB, that is the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, in order to obtain valuable input from all of them on how best to design the keyboard to suit their needs. Virtually every computer user stands to benefit from this new keyboard, because once it is optimized for handicapped users, it will be optimized for the rest of us as well. On the other hand, if this project is not completed, then these groups of disabled computer users, together with the rest of us, will continue to use a keyboard that is now 138 years old. Subsequent stages will be mass production, marketing, and sales of the new keyboard. It will be available to the general public. However, ideally, I would like to see it introduced in schools as follows: Grade 1 in Year 1, Grades 1 and 2 in Year 2, Grades 1, 2, and 3 in Year 3, and so on. An educational campaign will be launched. As for funding, I am not asking anybody for any money for my time or work. Nor have the computer geniuses in Europe asked for any payment. So for the first 2 stages, my only anticipated expenses are for incorporation, $500, for the patent application, $7,000, and all administrative costs, $1,500, for a total of $9,000. Please, please, please support me with a pledge of at least $10 or $15 or $20 or more if you can. This is a 90-day campaign, which means that on average I need to raise $100 a day. Even at $10 each, that is only 10 pledges daily worldwide. In addition, I am asking that you send this message out to anybody and everybody that you can, especially through Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or news groups or any other social media that you use, because some of your recipients may wish to back me. As for rewards, I aim to produce a limited edition of the new keyboard with embedded gold, silver, and bronze colored plaques for the top 5%, 10%, and 10% of backers, respectively. I will issue certificates of appreciation to all donors. To musicians and to others who do not wish to wait for the new keyboard to come out, I offer a free copy of my book on music, published in 2013. And that's it. I'm Joseph Krush. Thanks for watching.